السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. إذا كنت هون أكيد أنت بدك تشاهد فاينل فانتسي في الحلقة 30 من تقديم محمد ملكاوي من بلاتينومو. الآن راح نكمل الحلقة. صلوا على رسول الله. خلونا نبدأ. تمام، احنا شفنا كيف خطفوا جل أو جل واجهتهم عشان تنقذ كلايف. واجهت أودن أو اللي هو برنابوس دوميننت أودن. طبعا هسه بدهم ايانا نحكي مع اوتو، بس بعرفش اذا بقدر اروح المهام الجانبيه. اوكي نروح المهام الجانبيه قبل ما نحكي مع اوتو احسن. حجر الاريد طبعا في ابديت جديد نزل امبارح اتوقع، فبنقدر من خلاله نغير الهيئه الخاصه في ابطال اللعبه. جل عادي، اسود محروق، نقدر نغير الأسلحة كمان. حلو. هسه هذا السيف اللي معانا. طب الأسلحة أصلا من البداية هي هيك. هم قصدهم إنه خلص نثبت هيئة السلاح. أوكي وصلت الفكرة. نشوف الأحلى. قرودة أتوقع أحلى إشي. أنا بفضل إنه يتغير هيئة السلاح، بس هذول بدنا نغيرهم. خلاص زهقنا من أشكالهم صح؟ الهيئة الجديدة إن شاء الله ما يكون في مشاكل فيها. بس تمام، ننطلق للمهام الجانبية مباشرة. قبل ما ننتقل للمهام الجانبية في إشي هون كأنه اوكي في لوحة صيد. المشكلة الآن جل أتوقع أنها مع أودن، فراح يصير بيننا وبين برنابوس مواجهة. المشكلة إنه هو قوي بدون ما يفعل أودن. التريد كوميتس اوكي. المنجل دالميكيا. فإذا بدنا نروح على المنجل دالميكيا يكون في تابور أتوقع، تيبور كما يسموها بالإنجليزي، تيبور. هاي المنجل هون. بدنا نضطر نروح للفك. نبدأ؟ خلونا نبدأ. المهمة هيك مهمة صيد سريعة. نشوف أمبروزيا وهي بالهيئة الجديدة. انطلق. السما البنفسجية هاي قصة، بس الدنيا ليل طول الوقت. هاي التورقل حلوة، بس أنا وتورقل يعني هسه ما معنى جوشوا مش معنى. اوكي إذا بدي يكون بالمنجل يكون في المنطقة هاي على الأرجح. حتى الآن أنا مستمتع باللعبة، بعرفش عنكم. إذا كنتم مستمتعين في اللعبة زي ما بتعرفوا دائما اشتركوا في القناة وفعلوا جرس التنبيهات عشان توصلكم دائما كل الجديد والأجزاء والحلقات اللي راح تنزل إن شاء الله. غير هيك تقدروا دائما تتابعوا أي جديد على قناة بلاتينومو، راح أختمها بالكامل زي ما حكينا. فإذا كنتم مستمتعين ومبسوطين جدا كنتوا بتشاهدوا التختيم الجميلة هاي اللي هي للعبة فاينل فانتسي 16، اكتبوا في الكومنتات خبرونا شو رأيكم وشو بتحبوا يكون في تحديثات أكثر من خلال عرض التختيمات. أي رأي من آرائكم طبعا بيساعد في تطوير القناة. لا تنسوا يا بلاتينيين، يا عسل، يا رائعين. احنا هنا صرنا في عقود، احنا بدناش نكون في العقود. انا بنتظر تعليقاتكم دائما على احرر من الجمر، بس ان شاء الله يكون في تفاعل جميل منكم مشاهدين رائعين. انا متاكد بشاهد فاينل فانتسي وبحب يلعبها، هيك بني ادم عنده ذوق خاص. قوس قزح بس ببغى امازونية. ننهي بسرعة بسرعة بسرعة. أوه أوه قوي. أوه أو أو استلم استلم كمان استلم وماش عليه من مرة هذا الطائر. اها اجبرتني استخدم الت قوي عليك. شو قصته هذا الكائن؟ بدك تجبرني استخدم كامل قوتي. قاعد تسلك علي من هالصواريخ والنيازك. هلكت انا. ما فيش غيرك في اللعبة؟ بدنا نخلص. ايش تشبك احمر استخدم في الصياغة.
Poor beast. There was nothing I could do.
اوكي وين انطلاقتنا؟ استراحة مارثا، بوكلت، لوست وينج. نبدأ من لوست وينج. شوي هيك شوبت. في معركة طاحنة شكله.
You know what you have to do. Clive, I fear that I must bid you farewell.
وين يا رجال؟
As you know, our time
وين يا
grows
اخي
short.
وانت رايح جاي هيك؟
The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you, as I trusted your predecessor.
يا رجال بس المفروض ما هيك تغادرنا.
I understand more than anyone how you feel. But is revenge really the answer?
It is the one I found. and it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing? Everything you've built.
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot fight. Children, the elderly, bearers afflicted by the curse. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so, Clive, I find myself turning to you once more. Will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live even should Lostwing die?
طيب يلا تعال.
I will.
مع انه انا مش منطقة تروح الروعة هاي. بدك تموت يعني؟
I said that I did not see to the well-being of those who rallied to my cause. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shields strike.
لسه في حماة السود؟ ما قتلنا زعيمتهم أو زعيمتهم انتحرت يعني.
Then the last of my preparations are complete.
شو صار بديون صحيح؟
Clive, and may Griga guide us, all of us.
To Gotan's Bales then, and quickly, before anyone else finds them.
يلا. هات وين تشيكوبو تبعي؟ وين امبروزيا؟ بدنا نرمح.
That'll do, girl.
تعال اسولف معك وقول لي اخذكم للملجأ المخبأ.
Quentin has asked that you come with me.
يلا.
He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the master thinks best.
عيشوا هناك حياة هنية هيك وسعيدة بدل ما انتوا هيك متعذبين بحياتكم.
We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lostwing no more, it's because he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end. That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi!
شو في؟
You lot!
والله كان جاب الغلط. شو في؟
They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quentin.
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. We have to get Quentin to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster.
كلب كبير هذا اللي
Stand a
دائما.
chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna die.
كفي من السبات. انا نروح ننقذهم بدل ما تسبسب قاعد.
Sid! Don't worry about us. You've got to catch up with him. We can't let Quentin die before that bastard does.
All right. I'll do what I can. Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east, through the woods. Heavenall, he calls it.
Promise us, Sid. Promise us you'll do what you can.
وين؟ ولا المنطقة. نروح وكل التنين. يزقفز. لا الميكيا كبيرة كثير.
Don't tell me I'm too late.
مكتلين كلهم.
Quentin, are you all right?
No. But I am alive.
كل اصحابه ماتوا قدامه بتقول له are you
Which is
alright.
more than I can say for my comrades. They followed me without question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
مجزرة. ايوه اجا.
This must be the guard
امسح
dog.
فيك الارض هسه. ده
I'll
لمعة.
hold it off. You go.
حط لي شوارب كهرباء. شوارب
Your
كهرباء
comrades
هي.
didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Come on then. You're no guard dog. You're just a rabid beast that needs to be put down.
أدب فيك المجرة. مش الأرض بس المجرة كلها. الشوارب تبعونك هذول بدي اعمل منهم حزام.
If only we'd arrived earlier. Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear. Just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans. Building a haven in Lostwing. Freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is
ليش انت حسيت راسه من ورا
justice?
هيك زي
My
المغبش.
faithful comrades. All those lives lost. So that I might take another.
Quentin.
Master Quinton! Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
You're alive.
And so are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about that thing. And I hate to say it, but
هذا زي غراب البيت.
there's more bad news. It's Lostwing. It's been flooded.
What?
من وين فيضان؟ فيضان إيثر. شو صار بالبشر اللي جواتها؟ ماتوا ولا تحولوا ولا ايش؟
My lost wing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool.
غباء.
Damn it.
هذول زي قطيع الحشرات. وتغلبوني اخلص منكم على السريع. أقوى بوكس في العالم. مبدع كلايد.
I need to get back. To Quentin.
هيك ممتاز بالنسبة لي. 3 ألتات مع 3 قدرات. هيك ممتاز، 3 قدرات قوية. وين كنت راح؟
Quentin, look at me. Thank the founder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here.
بتأثرش كأنه لأنه دوميننت هيك حكست من قبل. في وقت لاحق يعني بعد فترة من الزمن.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing?
The flood has filled the valley.
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life's
بحس
ambition.
انه نسمع مرات هيك تنزل
No, Master
يمينا
Quentin.
يسارا.
Save your strength.
Why?
دم معبي جسمه، معبي وعيه.
All that I strove for is gone. Only emptiness remains.
والفيضان أكل كل شيء.
I have nothing left to live for.
فيضان من الإيثر.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed, and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
طفل حكيم.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quentin. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Your village may be lost, but it seems your people aren't.
هذول الغنى يا زلمة ماله.
But why?
شو بدك في القرية؟ القرية عبارة عن إحجار.
Why would
بس
anyone
إذا فيهاش
follow me?
ناس ما بتستفيد
We're
منها.
family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lostwing. Right here in the Bales.
يلا أنا عاجبني التفاؤل والأمل تبعكم، إيجابيين.
A fresh
زيك
start.
سلبي يا سلبي.
One life ends, and another begins. Why just a village? We could build towns. A nation, even. What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quentin we know.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quentin will suffice. After all, we are family.
عجبتني هاي. شيل الرسميات، شيل الرسميات، احنا عيلة. شد ظهور بعض، نسند بعض، وفي زي
Permit me
العيلة.
to withdraw my request. I will no longer be needing your help in looking after my people.
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf. You saved my life twice over. And more besides.
يا سلام يا مش اشتغلت الحكاية هاي. أحرجتني.
Of course. Nothing but the best. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting, that is.
I look forward to it.
تذكرون كيف بصير؟ المهمة اللي بعدها ايه المهام فرعية سريع. بوكلاد، لا خليها بوكلاد للآخر. نشوف شو عند مارثا. صنع لافتة، لافتة الرجل المشنوق. هاي اتوقع حطها في تفيدنا بالتروفيات. كويس، لافتة جيدة. قدمنا خطوة نحو التروفي المفضلات.
Clive. Just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh?
ما شاء الله منتلية عنده الأمور.
Remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just ain't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it isn't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's
كمان
been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all
طب
over.
ابني
looking for
لهم
safe
ابني لهم
haven.
دولة، ابني لهم
There's only so many we
ابني
can
لهم
shelter with the
بيوت،
room
ابني لهم
we've got.
مساحات. السيطرة على
Can't keep
القرية.
cramming more and more people
شو
into less
المشكلة؟
and less space. What we need is a
زعيم
new
أنت.
home for our new arrivals. And that's what I was hoping you might help me with.
بعدين الأنظمة كلها ما شاء الله فرطها الأستاذ كلايف.
It's no burden.
Thank you, Clive.
So, where were you thinking of making this new home?
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
يلا إيستبول.
Eastpool.
إيستبول
It's
قديمة.
been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
يلا على إيستبول، خلينا
I suppose you're
نعمرها.
right.
عمرها
The blight might be pressing in,
عمرها.
but I reckon it's got a good few
عمرها
years left in it yet.
بسرعة. ناسي كلمات.
There's just
شو
one
اسمه؟
problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den, and they don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry. Nasty bastards they are too. I've lost some good men to their raids. Would have sent someone to clear them out
وسخين.
sooner if my boys didn't already have their hands full fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more Guardians of the Flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move.
هسه بقود لك اياها بفرطها، اذا بدك بروح
A
لحالي.
raiding party.
سهل الامور.
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories. I'll gladly drive them out of there.
And I know
بس
the
القوي يمين
men will
يسار.
gladly follow you. I've already shared a few
يلا
thoughts with
ننظف.
Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back. And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own too. Why don't you go and talk to him?
Of course.
أربعين من الأمتار.
All right, Sir Wade. Let's hear your plan.
في حدا هون بس نشتري منه إشي؟
Just because the heavens have gone to reckon room, you know.
شو عندك؟
How do?
جميل.
There you go. Thanks very much.
غلبني الجبوك كله ملون. شكوبو. مش عارف ليش بحكي الجبوك.
So Wade, it's good to see you well.
And you, Lord Rossfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool and make it your own.
That's right, though it was mostly her idea. I rather fear
يعني
my men
خوات.
have been treading on her toes somewhat
يعني أنا
since
بعطيك
joining
خيار
us,
بس غصبا عنك.
not to mention each other's.
دبر نفسك.
And then there are the bearers, men and women who found the courage to flee their masters and sought refuge here. We need somewhere to settle them, and I can think of worse places than Eastpool.
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
That's very kind of you. I'd be most grateful if you would. With you beside us, we shall
كده
soon
بآخر
send
اللعبة
that
بتحس
rabble of rogues
السايد
running
ميشنز
for the
أو السايد
hills.
كويست كثير صار. مهام الجانبية
What can you
كثيرة.
tell me?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count. And rather less, thankfully, the road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic. A small force would suffice to clear the village, but if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself.
الأكاشك هذول كله من وراء
Akashic are the
الملاعين.
bigger risk. I can handle a few bandits.
Well, if you're sure, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead. We'll be with you before long.
يلا الحقوني.
I'll meet you at Eastpool then.
حقوني عين
We
ستبول
shall see
يلا.
you there. And may victory await our coming.
اطرد قطاع الطرف من ايستبول. عندي. شو ارجيك فيهم؟ هذول.
You think you can just walk in here? Kill him.
Leave Eastpool now. Or face the consequences.
انا بس هيك حاب اتسلى. استعمل شوية اركاد. وين البقية؟ إيه
Or maybe not.
مين هذا؟ الوحيد.
What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter. It goes too.
مغرفتين اسمه. مغرفتين لماذا؟ لكي تأكل الأرز أم لكي تأكل الصوص والسلطة؟ مغرفتين.
You're finished.
شوي تراخيت.
Any more surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
بكير.
You were watching. I thought you were keeping an eye out for a Kashik.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away, before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
جبتوا الجيش؟ جبتوا الناس؟ خلاص ردوا أحيوا المنطقة.
Home. Without masters.
كيفية.
No. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own at last.
حرية هيك.
That's all of
حياة
them.
جميلة.
And not a single Akashak in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy, especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit
جميع.
of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you
كبروها
wait.
كبروها. نيو
So
إيستبول
wait.
يسموها. إيستبول
Lady Hannah is buried
الجميلة.
here. If you don't
الجميلة
mind.
الجديدة.
I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
And we will, my lord.
خالص اللي هو شبه
Safe
البوم.
travels.
طائر اللي شبه
Eastpool
البوم.
is in safe hands.
إلى مارثا.
Ah, there you are. All went well then. Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot kept an eye out. Nicely done. And what's all this about some shape-shifting nightmare showing up? On second thoughts, don't tell me. It'll only give me nightmares of my own.
بأسلوب
Matters
ضعيف.
is, you did it. And now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will be. What will you call it?
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place, but that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to
الواحد
throw the
يتذكر
baby out
ذكريات
with the
جميلة
bathwater.
وينسى الذكريات
Why say
السيئة.
that?
Well, something along those lines. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you. You didn't have to help us.
I wanted to.
جميل. 1445. تظل المهام. بوكلاند، بوكلاد مش بوكلاند، بوكلاد. تمام. تستاهل واحدة. هون محلها ثقب قال. محل الكريستال اللي دمرناه آخر إشي. إيش اللي بعمله أنا؟ ما هي؟
If we're going to do this, we'll need help.
Clive, your timing is impeccable.
إيه.
It just so happens that right at this
Time
very
here.
moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
And what talents would those be?
ذبح.
Why, your fearlessness and your skill with a blade.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges, which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for an attractive price.
تاجر قوي.
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house them. So we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those who would see them enslaved once more.
ما في استعباد
We
وعبيد.
believe we
خلاص.
have found one. Cashlock. A
كاشلو.
small hamlet hidden in a canyon. The place was abandoned a long time ago, but when the men moved out, the beasts moved in.
And so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to encourage them to look elsewhere. You'll help, won't you?
مقاتل يعني.
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests, as we discussed.
Of course. Leave everything with me.
موسيقى
Sounds
دلمكية.
like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents and all. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working day and night. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
I'll do my best.
You will find a village in Chadra's Thread, past Leitney's Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right. Wish me luck.
I'm sure you won't need it.
كيف ممكن أوصلها؟ أحس إنه لازم أمشي من هون. في طريق من هون. هاي طريق. مجرى السنير الماء، سريان المائي هون. بس كيف بدنا نوصل هذا الكلام؟ أقدر أوصل من هون؟ ما ظنيت. أحس إنه في إشي غلط. بلاتيني.
Come on.
هي من هون طريق كأنه. حدود دراكوس. قرية صيد سمك مهجورة. الصوت كل العيلة. خلاص قولين.
That's all of them. Come on. Well, let's head back to Boklad.
نركض شوي في المكان. مجرى السرد المائي. إيه هيك وصلنا كله مع بعضه المكان. جميل. المنطقة هاي معناته بس. لسه في شوية مناطق عندك. هاي منطقة هاي. اوكي خلينا نرجع هسه لإلويز. اقدر شو صار معنا.
Something the matter, Theodore? Quiet.
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
شو بتشرط قاعد؟
I shall. Thank you.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes. And, no.
كيف يعني؟
But enough about him. How did you fare down in Cashlock?
It's done.
كاشلوك نظيفة.
The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I was watching her, will you? She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
All right. We'll speak then.
أنا عرفت مين تخبر، اللي بيعرفش يكذب ولا بيعرف يمثل. ما لها معصبة.
Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock. The village should be safe now.
Thank you, Clive.
إياكي.
Here, something for your trouble. Well
أشكرك.
then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations.
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
ضد الجيش. صعبة هاي.
If you need any help, you know where to find me.
I'm not sure I do, but thank you all the same.
كمالة المهمة. تمام، هيك خلصنا مهام جانبية. هذا الأخ.
Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister. He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic, and they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now.
And
judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy. And I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery. And we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake.
تصير تاجر كبير.
She freed me from my bonds. And she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me.
I
want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my sake.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravans.
يلا انطلق. ضل اشي من المهام الجانبية. خلاص نرجع للمخبأ، نشوف شو في عتاد، نشوف شو في نقاط جديدة حصلناها. اتوقع راح ننهي الحلقة لهون. تم توصيل خطاب الى كلايف، نشوفه برضه. شو ظهر مهمة كمان؟ مهمة صيد؟ طب انا وياك مش تبعنا الموضوع دوست وينج وين قلت لي؟ وين بدي الاقي بلوست وينج هذا؟ هم اصلا عاملين مشان المعركة هاي. يلا يا زلمة هلكتنا احنا ندور عليك بس. عرفنا عرفنا بقرفك. بالموضوع انه كل القدرات معانا. اولا الحلقة كنت بدي انهيها. اوكي.
Your work here is done.
نرجع للمخبأ. نشوف شو في اجانا شغلات، نخلص الامور، نظلنا ننهي الحلقة بمنطقة عشان اغنية الامل تكون في الحلقة القادمة، حلقة 31.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling with Kashik and the valleys are full of...
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Here you are. Best of luck out there, Sid.
If it's knowledge you seek.
Trouble with your gear, or... So, will it be?
سيف روني.
Not bad. if I do say so myself. No scratches, all right? Should last you a good while. My best work, but it'll do. Yeah, that should do you.
يكون بوضع ممتاز.
You can thank me later. And?
شوف الدرع كيف شكله. نافذة الرجل المشنوق. تمام بلاتينيين، احنا هنا وصلنا لنهاية الحلقة 30 من تختيمة فاينل فانتسي 16. كالعادة شفنا أحداث ممتعة، مهام جانبية، مهمتين صيد، ما في إشي في المهمة الرئيسية. زي ما حكينا اللعبة طويلة شوي، بس بدنا نتحمل، بدنا نجيب نختم ونورجيكم كل السايد ميشنز، ونورجيكم كل المهمات الجانبية والمهمات الصيد ومهام اللعبة كاملة، عشان نكون يعني مستمتعين وعارفين شو كل أسرار اللعبة، ونعرضها بالكامل على PlatinumMo. المكان الوحيد لعرض الشغلات هاي. اعرفوا الحكي هذا. عشان هيك سبسكرايب، جرس تنبيهات، عشان تشوف كل الأسرار، كل الأحداث اللي بتصير في أي جيم بنلعبها على قناة PlatinumMo. وبدنا لايك عشان نساعد على نشر القناة أسرع وأسرع في الوطن العربي وفي العالم إن شاء الله تعالى. أشكركم على المتابعة وشكرا لكم على وقتكم. لا تنسوا صلواتكم، صلوا على الحبيب المصطفى، اللهم صل عليه وسلم. أحلى تحية مني لكم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.